There's a battle happening inside you. Silent, invisible, but powerful enough to shape your entire life. And most men lose it every single day. Not because they're weak, but because they don't even realize they're in a war. Lust, it doesn't come screaming. It whispers. Just one more time. Just one look. Just one moment. And before you know it, you're trapped. Not in chains you can see, but in habits you can't control. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. If you don't control it, it will control you. Forever. Think about fire. Fire can cook your food, keep you warm, build civilizations. But left unchecked, it burns everything down. That's what lust is. It's energy. Powerful energy. But if you don't learn how to direct it, it destroys your focus, your discipline, your purpose. Now imagine a soldier standing guard at night. Alone. Tired. Cold. No one watching. That's when the real test happens. Because discipline is not what you do when people are watching. It's what you do when nobody is there to judge you. And most people fail in the dark. They give in. They justify it. They say, it doesn't matter. But it does. Because every time you give in, you reinforce weakness. You train your mind to choose pleasure over purpose. You become a man who reacts, instead of a man who leads himself. And slowly, your control slips away. Now think about a lion. A lion doesn't chase every movement. It doesn't waste energy on every distraction. It waits. Focused. Locked in. Because it understands something most people don't. Not every urge deserves action. Not every impulse deserves attention. That's power. Restraint. Control. But when you constantly give in to lust, you lose that control. Your mind becomes scattered. Your energy becomes weak. Your focus disappears. You start things, but you don't finish them. You have goals, but you don't chase them, because your energy is being drained into something that gives you nothing back. That's the trap. Temporary pleasure. Permanent weakness. And here's the part most people ignore. Lust doesn't just affect your habits. It affects your identity. You start seeing yourself as someone who lacks control. Someone who gives in easily. Someone who can't stay disciplined. And that belief spreads into your work, into your fitness, into your relationships. Until one day, you look at your life, and you don't recognize the man you've become. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Because the same energy that's controlling you can be redirected. That fire, you can use it to build, to create, to push yourself harder, to chase something greater. Think about a man who decides, enough is enough. He doesn't rely on motivation. He builds systems. He removes distractions. He controls his environment. Because he understands something powerful. You don't rise to the level of your intentions. You fall to the level of your discipline. So he makes it harder to fail. Easier to stay focused. He replaces bad habits with better ones. Training. Reading. Building. Progress. And slowly, he starts to change. Not overnight, but day by day. He becomes sharper, more focused, more in control. That's the transformation. From a man controlled by urges, to a man who controls himself. And let's be clear, this isn't easy. You will have moments of weakness. Moments where the urge feels overwhelming. Moments where your mind tries to convince you to give in. But that's where growth happens. In the resistance. in the fight. Because every time you say no, you get stronger. Every time you resist, you build discipline. Every time you choose purpose over pleasure, you take back control. Think about forging steel. It doesn't become strong without heat, without pressure, without resistance. You are the same. This struggle, it's shaping you. If you face it, if you fight it, if you refuse to let it control you. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about lust. It's about mastery. Self-mastery. The ability to control your thoughts, your actions, your impulses. Because a man who can control himself can build anything, achieve anything, become anyone. But a man who can't control himself will always be controlled by something else. So the choice is yours. Stay trapped. Stay distracted. Stay weak. Or take control. Build discipline. Direct your energy towards something meaningful. And become the man you know you're capable of being. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I control my mind and my desires, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end, and you will take back control of your energy and your life.